Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you're all fine. Welcome back to the lesson Ancient Civilization of India. Whereas in the last class we were discussing about some of the most important places in India which are giving a proper evidence to us since ancient time onwards we the people were considered as most civilized one. How can we judge these things? If you are asking this question, then there are proper evidences are there, my dear children, to inform us that even 4600 years ago the Indian people were much civilized one. The better example, 150 years ago when the British people were making some proper train tracks and all, so by the time they got some evidences and like as a bricks and some other materials they got, and when those bricks and materials took towards the archaeological department, then the department has proven it very clearly these things belongs to 4600 years ago. So since then they started to make some investigations. They went towards the places like as Lothal, they went towards the places like as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. So then when they visited to the Mohenjo-daro place, there they have found such a huge city which was completely underground one, and that city, because of a certain natural calamities and other things, it is completely vanished. Mohenjo-daro's example if you are taking, then there we can find that there was a greatest or the biggest bath tub you can call, sorry, the biggest bath the tank it is there, but some other historians are believing it, they are stressing that it is not bath tank, it is a water tank which is constructed in between of the city so that the people can come and fetch out the water from there. So that's one proof we can get. Then again there we can find that the stair houses, so then they were not living on the single floor house and all, they were invented in those days only about the double floor houses, single floor houses, and even the steps they had constructed, and even underground also they were living. So these things we have discussed, these things we have come across. Even proper drainage system they were having, whatever the wastewater it was there like as a bathing water and all other wastewaters, so the wastewater directly it should reach at out of the city. So those things we have discussed, those things we have come to know. And even we were discussing about the materials which they were using, like as a bricks it may be there, or the other ironic materials it may be there. These things very clearly in the previous class of ours we have discussed. In today's class, my dear children, we are discussing about the town life. So the Harappan civilization people, how they were leading their life. Mohenjo-daro people, how they were leading their life. What were the things they need? See, we are discussing about a huge differentiations. Whereas in the first class we were discussing about the nomadic life, where in the nomadic life a man was not at all having a proper sense of living. He was not having a proper sense of dressing, he was not having a proper sense of talking, way of talking to the others. Then he was not having a proper sense to be live with the family, he was not having a proper sense to settle down in one particular place and all. In the nomadic life we have discussed about it. So from nomadic life to Harappan civilization, so Harappan civilization, it is not the recent one, it's all around 4600 years ago, which I have told you already. So these situations, how they were leading their life during this period, the people, what are the things they were using, and how they were wearing, what is the dressing sense of theirs, then what the food they were having. These all the things we'll discuss. Their town life, apart from the houses and the precious stones and metals also found in these areas. See, as I have told you, the greatest double floor, single floor houses were there, they were living and all I have discussed. Apart from these houses, even the archaeological department, they have got some of the solid proof or the solid evidences they have got, which is clearly proving that the people of those days were much modernized one. Like as the precious stones, for example, it may be the diamond, it may be the ruby, it may be the pearl, the things, whatever the excellent or else the most precious stones are there. So those precious stones were also completely used by those generation people. And rather than this, when they were making the excavations and all, by the time they have got this precious stones and the precious metals like gold, silver, then platinum. So these things they have got. Then the people of this place may have used expensive metals, gems, and the jewelries. The beads were probably used by common people. See here, my dear children, the most expensive things they were using, like as a decorative thing for them. The men may be wearing the jewelries like as a golden chain, it may be there, the diamond chain, diamond ring. So such all the things they might be wearing in those days. As we have discussed already, the Harappan civilization it is for. When you are visiting to the Hampi and Hampi's history, if you are discussing, then we can come to know that how rich India was, because the people of India they used to be calculate the wealth of theirs in the in other metallic instruments through which they can be measure the things and give it out, like as a gold, or it may be the pearls, or it may be the diamond and other things. So such all the richness we can find where in the Hampis only I am discussing, which is very recent one for us. But the matter which I am discussing, it is so far 4600 years matter I am discussing now. So through that very easily we can understand that we were two richest one, and the jewelry is like as I have told you, silver and gold and other kind of jewelries were much common among the people in those days. Then there is an unknown script on the seals. So this reveals there was no dearth of a literate people. So one thing we can find that they were having the script, some of the coins and other things we have got which were related to the Harappan and the Mohenjo-daro civilizations 4600 years ago's coins we have got, and on those coins we can find there are some seals are there. Certain seals are there, seal like the seal of an one horn deer it may be there, or else eksinga we can call, okay. Then the seal it may be the what you can call that horse's seal it may be there. So other seals, such type of seals we have got. So through this we can understand one thing, that the people of those days may not be knowing about any literature or writing the script and other things they were not having. So whatever the things, if they want to convey the message, with the help of a seal only they were conveying, or with the help of a portrait, design, drawing and all. So through this only they were conveying the message. If you want to purchase something else, or if you want to write something about yourself, then draw something and go away. So the people, those who are coming after you, the next generation, those who will come, they can watch the drawing and they can understand that yes, this is what the person wanted to say, and they were just passing it to the other generations. So this was the thing which was going on. ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಈ ನಾನು ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಲೇಖನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಚಿತ್ರದ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಚಿತ್ರದ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಚಿತ್ರನೇ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಚಿತ್ರನೇ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 150 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು 4600 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕಾಣ್ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಈ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯ ಬರವಣಿಗೆ ಅಭಾವ ಇತ್ತು, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಬರೆಯುವುದು ಓದೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಚಿತ್ರದ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿಯೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈವನ್ ಟಿಲ್ ನೌ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಲಿಮ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಹರಪ್ಪನ್ ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಹರಪ್ಪನ್ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಪುಟಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂಥ ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಶಾಸನ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಲೇಖನ ಚಿತ್ರದ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ಬಿಡಿಸಿಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ಲು ಬಂಡೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹರಪ್ಪನ ಶಾಸನವನ್ನು ಓದುವಂಥವ್ರು. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹರಪ್ಪನ ಶಾಸನ. ಸೊ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ರಿವೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರಪ್ಪನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ had depended on agriculture. and trade. Agriculture, like as the wheat they were growing, barley they were growing, pulses they were growing, and mustard they were growing. So even in the earlier days, the people those who were living in these two civilizations, they knew about the culture, agricultural things, like as wheat they were growing, ಈ ಗೋಧಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳಿತಿದ್ರು, ಭತ್ತ ಬೆಳಿತಿದ್ರು, ಪಲ್ಸಸ್ ಬೇಳೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಳೆಕಾಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳಿತಿದ್ರು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೇನೆ ಮಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್, ಸಾಸಿವೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ 4600 ಹಿಂದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜನರು ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೆಯುವುದು ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಮೇಲಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಸ್ಯ ಯಾವುದು, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕಾಟನ್, ಹತ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ದೇ ನೀಡ್ ಇವನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಕಾಟನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾತ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ದೇ ವೇರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್. ಕಾಟನಿಂದ ಸಿಗುವಂಥ ಹತ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಬಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ತಯಾರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಇತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ through that things we can understand that yes, they were wearing the cloths, and moreover some evidences also we have got which are clearly expressing that they knew about the cloths. ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಗುವಂಥ ತಪ್ಲನೋ ಏನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ ಚರ್ಮನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೇಹದ ಹೊದಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಹರಪ್ಪನ್ ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಟನ್ ಬೆಳೀತಿದ್ರು, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೇನೆ ಹತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋದನ್ನು ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಮಾಡುವುದನ್ನು ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ they had a domesticated humped bull, cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, dog, hen, and even they engaged in the cattle rearing, sheep rearing, and other things. So which means the people of those days, the Harappan civilization people, they knew about rearing of domestic animals like as a humped bull. ಈ ಎತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಎತ್ತಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗದೊಳಗಡೆ ಬೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ಹಂಪ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಹಂಪ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ರಿಮೆಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್. ಎತ್ತಿಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಹಂಪ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಜರ್ಸಿ ಎತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಹಂಪ್ಡ್ ಬುಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂಥವುದನ್ನು ಸಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಕೋಣಗಳ ಥರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎತ್ತು ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕೌ, ಆಕಳು, ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಬಫೆಲೋಸ್, ಎಮ್ಮೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ವು, ಶೀಪ್ಸ್, goat, dog, and hen. So these are the things which they were rearing at the home. They were making it as a domestic animals. ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾವೇನು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, even they were making business with the rearing of cattle. They were maintaining the business of rearing with the sheep and all. Then again, the towns carried the business to the local areas also, or the rural areas. So it means the business which used to be held in the towns, like as a Mohenjo-daro, it's the name of a place. Mohenjo-daro ಅಂತನೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮೊಹೆಂಜೋದಾರೋ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸಿಟಿ ಅದು. ಮೊಹೆಂಜೋದಾರೋ, ಲೋಥಾಲ್, ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಹರಪ್ಪ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಿಟಿ. ಈ ಸಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿರುವಂಥ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಜನರು ಬಂದು ತಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, ಮುದ್ದೇಬಿಹಾಳ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಮುದ್ದೇಬಿಹಾಳನ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿರುವಂಥ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಜನರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಆ ಸಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಗುವಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆದರೂ ಮಾರಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆನೂ ಇದೇ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. There is a movie on the name of Mohenjo-daro. If it is possible, watch it. It is not 100% the same things they have shown and all. I am not saying that. Around the 30% we can get. Okay, the scene which they have shown about the marketing and again what they were growing and all. Even okay, let's move ahead. So these are the things we can find, my dear children. So which were the smallest villages in those days they can find, like as a Balochistan, Saurashtra, and the Deccan areas. So these are the proper villages which were maintaining a business even in the town areas of Harappan civilizations. Hope you are understanding the things. The further things we shall continue in the next class. Till then, please stay safe. Thank you.